last week on the andreaXsandrea channel. Last week, we spilled some tea and exposed some really gross slime clay, which, by the way, if you haven't seen that video, you literally need to watch it before you buy any clays, okay? Stop, watch it, and come back. I'll be here. This week, I'm going to be showing you the best of the best, the creme de la creme, the ultimate slime clay list, and how to make the best butter slimes. These clays that I'm showing you guys make the best, the thickest, the fluffiest, the most spreadable, and the mostest, I don't know if that's a word, but it's going to be a word now, inflatable slimes, and I 100% recommend every clay on this list. Here, my small, loving little fluffle. Celeste is going to join us because Celeste is being a big baby and she wants to be held, huh? Hey you guys, what is up? It's Andrea and welcome back to the andreaXandrea channel, only the best YouTube channel ever on the internet. So in last week's video, I showed you guys some of the clays that I probably hate more than anything in this planet. They're really bad. They're not good. I promised you guys at the end of that video that this week we would have a video where I show you all of the clays that I love. And I'm just hoping that eventually I can find a clay that is not only super soft, not only super sizzly, but like super spreadable. It doesn't do that weird thing that like it rips when you pull it too hard. Like there's just a lot of different criteria here that I need to make sure that my favorite clays just cover all of them. We have been on the hunt for the best clay, the holy grail of clays, the queen of all clays. So that is what we're doing for today's video. If you guys are excited, you should go down below and like the video. If you don't like the video, that's totally okay, but like, I would be really sad if you didn't. It's fine though, if you don't like cool videos every single week, because I've been working my butt off and trying to get them out for you guys, but it's fine. I mean, if you don't want to like, it's whatever. We're all down below. I hang out in the comments for the first hour that the video is live. If you guys want to check that out, say hi. If I say hi back, I'm there. I'm currently sick, so you guys hear that in my voice. I'm really sorry. I've been sick all month. It won't go away. I think I'm dying. Notification Pam. Hi, I love you. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you a lot. If you guys want a chance to be featured in next week's notification shoutouts, all you have to do is, you know, turn on your notifications. Leave a nice comment down below. But now, let's get on with the slime making. Okay, so first we have the iconic rainbow clay pack. I don't know about you guys, but I've seen these all over Instagram. I've seen them put into jiggly slimes. I've seen them mixed into regular white glue slime. I've seen them mixed into shapes or used on their own, and all of them are super pretty. I got this one on Amazon for about $7.99. The cool thing about it is you could literally make so many unique slimes with this pack, which is why I love that it has so many colors in it and you get so many different options. Especially if you guys don't want to color the clay yourselves. I know I personally hate coloring clay with food dye, so I'm imagining some of you guys are kind of the same. Or if you don't want to buy each color individually, because it can get crazy expensive. When you first open the packages, it has sort of a slippery wet feeling on the outside of the clay, which is kind of weird and I've never experienced that before. But once you mix the clay up, it gets really, really sizzly and fluffy and soft, and there's no wet feeling at all. Especially with the good clays, I wanted to test them 100% for you guys, so I wanted to put them in both clear and white glue slimes with about the ratio of 1/3 clay to 2/3 slime, and that way it's all the same in each and every single mixing, so we can get a good idea of how to use these clays. And that's what you guys are seeing me do throughout this entire video. That's why there's 2 videos for each clay. I decided to use the pinks, the blues, and the purples because I've seen this kind of video on Instagram and I thought it was super cute, and I assumed that this was the clay they used for it because it comes in rainbow colors. We rolled that into little balls, mixed it up. Once it was mixed up, it made such a smooth and spreadable and really, really fluffy texture without any other ingredients added. So I was definitely crazy, crazy impressed with it. Like I said, this butter slime inflates a ton, and it even started inflating as I was mixing the slime into the clay. So it's definitely a super quick inflator if you guys love to inflate all of your clay slimes. Then we have the man, the myth, the legend, the literal mother of butter slimes, Daiso Clay. I feel like Daiso is the most popular clay in slime shops for butter slimes and clay slimes, just because it's like the OG, the one that started the butter slime trend. And it makes a really soft and really spreadable classic butter texture. It's definitely a favorite for a reason, I will say. It's pretty amazing. So this is a paper clay, so it's extremely light, extremely airy, and since it's so light, it inflates a ton. It is an amazing clay, but I will say if you get a bad one, or if you leave the slime out for too long, or if you leave the clay out for too long, they can tend to start drying into a styrofoam texture. And I've noticed it more with Daiso than I have with any other clay, but if you leave it out for too long, it's almost impossible, at least for me personally, to fix. So that's definitely something to take into consideration. If you start working with this clay, never leave it uncovered, or you're just gonna ruin all of your slimes, and that would be so, so sad. But overall, I feel like Daiso is an icon for a reason. It's crazy inflating, it's super fluffy, it makes amazing sizzles and pops, it spreads really well. Pretty much anything you can think of that you're looking for in a butter slime can definitely be achieved with Daiso Clay. And it's really easy to get. You can get it pretty much anywhere. I normally get it from Amazon, and it's about $5 to $6 a package, depending on where you get it from. But I will say, it is literally so good that the test slime I made for this video that you guys are seeing right now is actually a brand new slime in my shop. I liked it that much. So I named her Cosmonaut, and she's a mint Oreo scented literal queen. She is amazing. So good. If you guys want to see the final product in action, I actually have videos on the Peachybbies YouTube channel linked down below of me packing this slime, of me showing you guys this slime. It's in my last Peachybbies restock video, so definitely check that out if you want to see it. So next, okay, I know this was in last week's video. I know you guys saw this clay in the worst clays I've ever tried video, and I will say there is a reason for that. I said I hated it in clear glue, but I've also tried it in white glue, and I have to say the results were so crazy different. When you first take this clay out of the package, it is so crazy soft. It has a very similar texture to the rainbow clay pack that I talked about earlier, but it only comes in white and it comes in a really big block. And just from taking the clay out of the package, you can tell that it's gonna be a really good clay. It's got all of the makings of like an amazing clay for slime. It's soft, it's creamy, it's fluffy. When I added it to slime, it started to sizzle immediately. I fell in love with the texture. I kind of went extra with the mixing, but like, to be honest, this clay kind of deserved it. So if you're still hanging out in this video, go down below, leave a comment. What should I name my little alien clay friend? I feel like it needs a name before we mush him. So definitely do that. I want to pick some of my favorites and I want to like them. I'm kind of thinking Fred or Harry, but I feel like those are too basic. I need help. But back to the slime. I was so surprised by how similar this clay was in texture to those tiny little rainbow clays I was talking about. If you're comparing it to Daiso Clay, because I feel like that's kind of the clay that everybody knows about, it's definitely a little bit wetter and it's got a lot smoother pull when you start to play with it. This one made a pretty stiff and holdable slime. It was still soft and spreadable, like a really, really good butter slime, which I was super impressed with. And I'm so, so happy with how it inflated and how it sizzled. So this is an amazing choice if you're looking for something that's a little bit thicker or a little bit stretchier than your traditional Daiso Clay slime would be. Ooh. finally, the last one. You guys, I asked you guys on Instagram what clays I should try, and so many of you were begging me to try this clay out for you guys. Don't worry, I kind of understand why. It's a $24 bag of clay. It's a little bit pricey, but you do get a lot of clay for the price. But I will let you guys know, just so that you're aware of the fact, it's $24, but when you go to put it in your cart, it actually charged me personally $16 for shipping. So they kind of get you with the shipping there. So it was definitely the priciest of all the clays we're trying out. First off, can I just say these bags are very large. They're big bags. They're really gigantic bags of clay. I can't imagine how many butter slimes you can make with this, but I feel like personally this is probably enough for me to make one batch in a large mixer for my shop. The clay itself, when you first take it out of the package, feels like a denser version of the original stationary soft clay that we just tried, which is also similar to the package of 24 rainbow clays. So I feel like all of these have a very similar texture in the sense that they're really wet and they're really stretchy, but this one had a little bit of a drier feel and a little bit of a stretchier texture. I know that they mentioned that their clay is a special mix of different clays put together, so I'm really curious as to what they mixed to get this specific texture, because it's really nice. This clay also started to make some really satisfying sizzles, like straight out of the bag, and once you started mixing it into slime. So I could tell right then it was gonna be a really sizzly, really satisfying slime. I will say though, since the only colors they had in stock when I purchased were a few ones that I don't remember, but I think that they were probably like black and brown, ones that I didn't really know what to do with, and an orange, I decided to go with the orange, and then I made orange themed slimes because I wasn't really sure what to do with the orange other than make an orange. So that's what you're checking out right now. Once it was fully mixed into the slime, it had a really nice smooth texture. It held its shape really well. If you guys are obsessed with super inflating butter slimes, this is definitely another one to check out. I heavily recommend it. I feel like it did really well in the inflation department, and it made some amazing sizzles and amazing bubble pops. I hope you guys found some like really helpful tips to make you the best butter slime maker of all your friends, of all the people you know, of the entire world. I don't know. If you guys want to see more videos like this video, then give it a thumbs up, let me know down below, and tell me some things that you'd want me to test. I feel like there's like a lot of things that people just try to sell you that say slime on them, and they kind of suck. And someone needs to tell you that before you buy them yourself, and then you waste money on them like I did, because like I can't get over the fact that I spent so much money on all these things. DM me any photos of things that you've tried from my video. If you guys have any Instagram stories or anything of the video, tag me. I want to see them. I love to post a bunch of stuff on my story about you guys because I feel like it kind of helps give back to you guys. I've been trying to leave sneak peeks of every single video that comes after the video you're watching. This week I did not get that done because I've been really sick. So instead of a sneak peek, I'm gonna give you guys some hints. So hint 1, hint 2, what do you think it's gonna be? Comment down. So that is it for the video. I hope that you guys liked it. Yeah, I love you. I'll see you later. Goodbye. Hello. It's me. I just thought we could spend some quality time together. I don't really have a purpose here. Just saying hi, saying I hope you're hyped for the new video. Check out my social medias, buy my merch. It hasn't come out yet, but it will. I love you with my whole heart, actually, and I hope you're doing okay. And I hope that you're achieving all your dreams and doing all the cool stuff that I know you can do. I'm super proud of you. And I'm gonna show you a cat now, okay?